So now that you have seen the end product, let's go ahead and get started. And this is really going to be a fun section because as you can see that we're going to be building a taco finder, and I will also add some additional lectures where I will convert the taco finder app to a more general app where you can find hospitals, gas stations, and all of those other things. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go into ChatGPT and I'm going to write a prompt to create a SwiftUI app. So let's say write SwiftUI app to SwiftUI map app, which allows to find nearest taco stores. Okay, let's see what it generates. And the whole thing is about prompts. All right, so you can see that how I'm talking to, ChatGPT, but it's all about prompts, all about understanding the code that you're writing. And you can also change the code, like if you don't like it, right? Like over here, we're calling it map view model. This is perfectly fine if you want to use that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it and I'm going to say, change map view model to location manager, because I want to use it maybe in some other places also. So I can actually change that. All right. All right. So location manager, this is fine. Instead of state object, because it's trained on old data, probably we can just use a state, right? So we don't really need to use state object over here. So I'll change that. All right. So this is fine. Location manager is observable object. Okay. This is all good. So the location manager has a taco places. I don't really like that part. I mean, if you're trying to locate some taco places, you should probably just return those taco things. All right, but we can definitely start. So let's start with the beginning. Not all the code is wrong or anything, but I want the code to be in a different way. Okay, actually, yeah, so that is fine. Now I'm thinking about it. We should probably not call it over here. I think it's calling it taco places, right? Right here. Oh, it's calling it place. Okay. So we can call this places also. That's fine. All right. So let's start from the beginning. Info.plist, we need this thing like the key and some sort of, a description. So let's go back to our code. We'll try to find the info.plist file. And what we can do is we can add another key, which is this one. And we can just copy this thing right here. Perfect. Okay, so that's the important part. Now, for the content view, if we scroll down where we are changing it to location manager, all right, so this is all the code. I think this is all the code, so I can just copy this part. But I do want to change some stuff. So I'll paste it. You can see the previews is not there. Let's go ahead and create a preview. So I'll say preview, and preview is for content view. All right. So it should display map. Here we go. You can see that it's telling us allow when using the app. That's fine. There we go. And could not get your location for some reason. That's kind of weird that it was not able to get my location. You can also see that map marker and all these maps, they are deprecated. So we will need to find a different way to handle those scenarios. All right. And let me just run this on a real simulator. Although I should be able to, to find the nearest taco store. Maybe I have to press this button. Oh, there we go. So it actually works. It was just loading a little bit, taking a little bit more time. All right, there we go. I can click on this, but nothing really happens, right, when you click on it. I mean, you can zoom in and all that stuff. So there are a couple of different things I want to change already. So if we go to the location manager, I don't really want to call this taco places. I mean, it's fine, but just places would be okay. So I can refactor this and I can actually call this places. Okay, hopefully it doesn't really change anything and that should be fine. Now the way it is requesting the tacos is because we're using the MK local search, which is already built in. And for the natural language query, we are saying taco. So if you say over here gas station or some sort of a burgers, then you can search for those things also. But let's go ahead and click on find nearest tacos. Okay, that's pretty cool. So from Apple Park, these are all the nearest tacos that are available. Pretty cool, right? Make sure that you read all of this code. I mean, all of this code right now, we have this class and all that needs to be moved into somewhere else. I'm going to also change this from state object to state. Let's see if we can change it to state. See, publish properties. I don't think we need publish properties anymore. And I can just use observable macro. So for that, I will need to import observation. And we can remove the observable object part. We can remove the publish part over here. So all of these publish properties or publish property wrappers are gone. We don't really need those anymore. And we are using observable. Now, obviously, make sure that you move this into a separate file. I'll leave that to you. Or when we are refactoring, we can do that also. All right. Okay. So yeah, so it looks fine. Let's go ahead and click on that. You can still see the tacos. So you can see that with just one prompt, we were able to just present all the taco nearby to our location, our current location. Now, what I want to do in the next lecture is when I select the taco, like if I click on any of this taco, this location, I want to make sure that I am displaying some sort of a menu. So we'll learn that in the next lecture.